Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. For this tutorial I'm going to show you how to do this earring, and then I'll do a second video tutorial for you guys today and show you how to do this earring. They're actually very simple to make and it doesn't take a long time and you need very little material, so let's get started. The materials you're going to need to make this earring is going to be 3 feet of 10-pound test fishing line. I did try it with 8-pound and 6-pound to see if I could hide my knots better, because the larger the string, the more your knots show, and it didn't work out with 6 and 8-pound because it wouldn't lay flat. It was all bunched up and stuff, so 10 pounds best to get it to lay flat. And I'm also using 11-aught sea beads in one color, and I'm using 6mm bugle beads in one color. And if you want, I think you can go and maybe use 5mm bugle beads or 7mm. You can go up in size or go down in size, but it will make your earring larger and longer if you use a bigger size, and if you use smaller size it will make your earring shorter. So I'm using 2 ear wires, of course. You can use whatever you're finding you want. And another thing is when I start making this, I'm going to let you know. Now, when I start making this, I'm going to start making it from the bottom, right here. And I'm going to go this way. And then I'm going to turn and go up. And then I'm going to go this way. And then I'm going to turn, go this way. Turn again, and I'm going to go this way. And then I'm going to separate my strings and add these. Then go straight up and make our bail here for our earring. So, let's get started making this. Okay, I colored my strings black and red. And now I'm going to pick up a sea bead, a bugle, a sea bead, a bugle, sea bead, bugle, sea bead. Just like this. Then I'm going to pick up another bugle and I'm going to cross through it. Put your ends together and bring that bugle down to the center so we have a square. And now I'm going to take and do a ladder basically, and I'm going to pick up a sea bead, a bugle, a sea bead. I'm going to do this on both strings. Sea bead, bugle, sea bead. And then I'm going to cross through a bugle. So now we have 2 squares. And now it is time to make our turn. So we just did this one, and now we're going to make our turn. And when we make our turn, what we have to do is we have to pick up more seed beads on the string that we're turning with. So my dominating hand is my right hand. So I'm going to pick up a sea bead, a bugle, a sea bead, a bugle, and a sea bead. And slide it down, show you. And see here, this is how we're turning. We're going that way. So with my left string, my red string, I have to pick up 1 seed bead and a bugle and cross through the bugle. So now we have this. So now I have to turn this way. This means I have to pick up a sea bead, a bugle, a sea bead, a bugle, and a sea bead on my red string. Slide it down. See what I mean? We're going that way. And then on my left string, my black, I'm going to pick up a sea bead, and then I'm going to pick up a bugle and cross through it. And now we have this. So we need to take our string through this bead, this bugle right here. But before we do that, we have to add in a 4th sea bead right here, because there's only 3. So pick up a 3rd or 4th sea bead with this string, my red string, and go up to the bottom of this bugle right here. Just like that, just through the bugle. Pull your strings. You will have to pull both, because once you pull this one, it makes this one loosen up. And now we should have this. Now take your right string, black, and pick up a C bead, a bugle, and a C bead. And then on your left string, pick up a C bead, and then pick up a bugle, and cross through that. And here's another square. So now we have to add a fourth C bead right here, where we just have 3, and we're going to go through this bugle. So 1 C bead, and go through this bugle bead right here. Pull your string, and now we have 4. And now we have to go this way. So with my black string, I'm going to pick up a C bead, a bugle, a C bead, and on my red string, I'm going to pick up 1 C bead, slide it down like that, and then I'm going to pick up a bugle and cross through it. I would pin this down so it's easier to see, but my holes in my bugles are kind of hard to pass through, so I have to pick it up every time so I can go through. So this is what we have. So now we're going to go this way. We're going to make another turn. And that means going this way, we're going to have to take this string and pick up more seed beads and bugle beads on the string than we do. So a C bead, a bugle, a C bead, a bugle, a C bead. I'll slide it down and see. Now we have to take our right string, pick up 1 C bead, and then we have to pick up a bugle and cross through this. Just like this. Pull it down. So again, we only have 3 C beads right here, and we need it to be 4, like these two. So I'm going to pick up 1 C bead and go through this bugle. Just like that, and pull it. So I'm going straight now. I'm going to pick up 1 C bead on my black left string and a bugle, and then a C bead, and on my red right string I'm going to pick up a C bead, and I'm going to cross through a bugle. Just like that. So on my right string, which is the string exiting towards the center of this, and this one's going out, I'm going to pick up 1 seed bead and go through this bugle right here. Tighten up my strings. And now we have this. And I'm going to take, and I have to pick up 1 C bead on each string. And then I have to pick up a bugle on each string. And then 1 C bead. And then I'm going to cross through it. Like this. And now we have to make our second shape right here. So what I'm going to do is pick up a C bead, a bugle, a C bead, bugle, C bead, a bugle, and a seed bead. Just like this. And I'm going to take my string and run it through this bugle here on the side. Just like that. And now I have to reposition my string and go through this seed bead right here. Now we have this. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. A seed bead, a bugle, a seed bead, bugle, seed bead, bugle, seed bead. Just like that. Now I'm going to take my string and run it through just this bugle bead here. And now we have to run through this first seed bead that we added. Just like that. And tighten up our strings. And now we have a fish. Okay, so our strings are exiting out of these two seed beads here. Now we have to take and pick up one seed bead and put it right here, so we have 4, because we have 4 here, 4 there, 4 there. These have 3, but that's okay. It's this one here also has to have 4, so they're exiting out there, and we have to pick up one seed bead, cross through it, now we have this. I'm going to take this string and go through this bugle, take my other string, and I'm going to go down through this bugle. Pull my strings taut, and now I'm going to take and pick up one seed bead on each string and one bugle bead. One seed bead and cross through. Now I'm going to make another diamond shape like in this earring, the last one. Pick up one bugle, one seed bead, and one bugle on this string, and do the same on this. One bugle, one seed bead, one bugle, so it looks like that, and then pick up another seed bead and cross through it. So now we're going to make the bail for the top, and usually when I make a bail for an earring, I do 6 seed beads, and then I put a seed bead on each side of the string, and I run it back through our previous beads to make it stay straight. But for this one, as I was making it, and I did 6, I realized that the earring, the wire wouldn't sit like right in the center. So I did 5 seed beads, and then I went back down and I picked up a seed bead off of the bugle, and the ear wire sits right in between there now in that gap. So I found it best this way. So we have one here, and that means that we have to pick up 4, cross through all 4 seed beads, take one of your strings, doing the black one, my Sharpie marker's fading off my string, push it through that one, tighten it up, then tighten this side up, earlier I didn't tighten both of them up when I made the first one, and I had to undo part of it so I can do this. So pick up a C bead and go through the other bugle. Just like this. Pull your strings tight. And now I'm going to tie my knots. And on this one, I decided to not tie my knots up here because it would be more exposed. So I came down here and tied my knots around these C beads here. So I'm exiting out of this bugle. I'm going to go through this C bead and the bugle, just like that. I'm going to do the same on this side also. And I'm going to tie a knot. I'm going to take my string and I'm going to go through this triangle, or not triangle, diamond shape. And I'm going to go through it twice. Bring my knot down and pull it tight. And then I'm going to pass my string through this C bead. And pull it. So now I have to do the same on this side. Pass through the bugle, C bead in the bugle, go up through the bottom, make a loop, and go through this loop twice. Make a knot, and go through this C bead. So now you're going to take and run your strings through your work. You're going to take this one, go this way, go down, and follow your old thread path. So don't come down here and shoot across and go this way, because we didn't make that thread path before. So come down this one, go through here, go down this way, go down this way, go down this way, and just go through the maze of your old thread paths and take the same thread paths. And those knots should be fine. You probably won't have to make any more than 2. If you, like I said, run your string back through it, it secures it more, and you have a less chance of your knot coming undone. I'm going to show you how to put your wire on. In case you haven't done before. Mine's already opened up. I just twist it to the side and pass my ear wire through it. And close it shut. Just like that. So here's your earrings. They're really pretty. My sister's crazy about these earrings. She loves them. So thanks for watching, and I'm off to make my second video for this earring. This one's going to be a lot easier. So if you do make these earrings, please show me on Facebook, because I would love to see them, and so with other beaders on Facebook. We're all having a blast on there, showing our creations and stuff like that. And I'm also showing other tutorials on Facebook that I can't show on YouTube. Other tutorials that I've written and stuff on other websites. So please friend me on Facebook and we can share our beaded creations. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and leave a comment and all that stuff. Thanks, guys.